Yeah. Champ Jones. What up, Mac? It's about time. Family first. Yeah.
Born and raised in Hartford, Connecticut, north end of Hartford, I should say. Yeah, right here, all my life, man. Went to school in West Hartford, and yeah, man, that's where I'm from. That's how I. It was just me, my sister, and my mom for most of the time. My sister's dad was there early, but then he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You know, typical story. You know, wasn't a lot of positive male influences around, but my mom definitely held it down, man. She went above and beyond, you know, doing a good job, just making sure that, you know, I kind of knew what was what, and, you know, knew what time it was out here. And I think that's kind of half the battle, raising a young black male out here, man, is just letting them know what time it is. My best memories growing up would probably be, I got a lot. I got a lot with a lot of different people, man. Like going to the movies with my auntie Yodi, um, you know, playing with my god brothers, growing up with you know, my friends on the block. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, just a lot of different memories just involving my friends, honestly, that I still have to this day.
Alright. So what were some of your rainiest days you experienced, man, growing up?
Rainiest days I experienced growing up was just really those days just trying to figure out, you know, for lack of a better term, I guess, or lack of a better way of putting it, like, you know, like everybody has those moments, especially growing up, like, yo, why me? You know what I'm saying? Like why is this happening to me? Why isn't it? Why don't I have a big house, or why don't I have this, or why don't I have that, or why does my mom have to work 2 jobs, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just those type of questions. I would say those were the rainiest days, absolutely. And seeing my mom struggle.
So from you going through what you went through as a child to you being now as a grown man, how would you summarize your childhood into one word?
How would I summarize my childhood into one word? Evolution, transformation. From now until then, I would say from when I was 18 to now to this day, there's been like a total transformation. Because I would say when I was 18, I didn't have an idea of who I was, or where I wanted to be, or where I wanted to go in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I was like following a lot of people, or thinking I had to be a certain way. And this is looking back on it. Like at the time, like, you know what I'm saying, you feel like, oh, this is where I belong. But you know, at that age, I felt like we influenced a lot by what we're around. So I would say transformative if I had to say one word.
Alright, so speaking on that, man, how would you describe your transformation from being a young man to an adulthood and the role of your friends, like that separation from I'm being a part of a group to me being an individual? Like, how was that transformation? Since we speaking on that word.
Well, I always had, you know, people in my life. I didn't have a lot of positive male influences, but I did have a few. And I guess I was just always born. I was born with just the insight. I was always able to see people doing something that I thought was the wrong way of doing things and going the other way. You feel me? So like I said, around 18, 19 is when dudes really started like going hard in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like like it's no more school, it's no more nothing. Like nah, we just going hard in the streets. So once I saw like dudes start going to jail, or dudes start, all type of shit happening to them, I went the other way. I knew I had to figure something else out. You know what I'm saying? So that was a part of the transformation. And I was always the kid hanging around the older dudes. Like I had a lot of older friends. So watching those dudes, like I said, go through their trials and tribulations definitely helped me figure out like, nah, I can't go that way.
Mm.
And my mom always told me she wouldn't visit me in jail. So that definitely helped me stay on the straight and narrow. Cause I was like, yo, if my mom ain't gonna visit me in jail, then ain't nobody gonna visit me in jail.
So let me ask you this, man. It's an element that a lot of people don't necessarily strive to go into or discuss in hip hop, and that's the DJ element, man. And let me ask you this, man. Why do you feel like that element is so important, but why do you think it's so least recognized in the hip hop community? Why do you think we leave out the DJs, and why do you think we can't leave out the DJs?
Yeah, I think for a long time the DJs was being left out because it wasn't a platform for them. You know what I'm saying? Like TV, and it's raining hard as hell. But yeah, the TV, I feel like BET, MTV, we kind of was more just in tune with the rapper. Like just the video. DJs didn't really have videos back in the days for a long time. Till pretty much Khaled now. But even still, that's just one DJ. But I feel like now there's been a resurgence of importance of the DJ because of social media and DJs going live, and the fact that right now we in a quarantine, so some of the best entertainment that you could get is coming from a DJ in his living room, and that just shows you how no matter how far we come, it always just comes back to the DJ. You know what I'm saying? So I think the DJ is important because I see a lot of guys, a lot of artists go in the studio and feel like they made a hit. And that's cool, but it's not an actual a hit until the DJ plays it. A DJ plays it in front of a group of people and they go crazy for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's not a hit. It might be a good song to you and your friends, but it's not a hit record until the DJ plays that shit in front of some people and they go crazy. So the DJ will always be important. Always. In this culture.
So going forward, as far as speaking on DJs once again, what are some other things that DJs bring to the element as far as just playing music? Because I feel like a lot of DJs don't get recognized for their promotional value or their suggestion value, where they put certain artists up in certain positions, and some artists may mess it up on unfortunate circumstances. But I think the general public just think it's just, let me make a song and we put it on YouTube. Now, with the YouTube game, how does that affect DJs and radio hosts? Is that now that the audience has a direct-to-consumer relationship, does that affect the DJ world and the radio host, or does it put y'all in a position to more so y'all got to be more creative and use the same resources?
Yeah, man, you got to use the same resources. I feel like I was saying, like, the DJ has to play the record and it has to get that response for it to confirm that it's a hit. You feel what I'm saying? Like the DJ confirms the hit. You feel me? So I feel like the YouTube, SoundCloud, all that type of shit is great. It's great to go viral. But in real life, it still has to cross over to real life, and usually that's the DJ. You know what I'm saying? That breaks the record, and I feel like that's still important. It's still important, but there's still other ways to break records. You know what I'm saying? But the one that confirms the hit is usually the DJ. I mean, Titanium Radio is DJ QT, Tammy Tam, and myself, and QT was actually doing the show with AD probably since like 2010, and I was doing my own show on Saturdays, and they were doing Titanium Radio on Thursdays. And so something happened with the station, so I wasn't able to do my show on Saturdays anymore. So instead of going to get another day, I was just like, yo, I don't even know if it was my idea, Q's idea, but we was just like, yo, let's just come together. Let's just, join the shows. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, it's been myself and Q. We've had several different guest hosts. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the years, but now Tammy Tam is rolling with us. And yeah, man, we put on local artists, local entrepreneurs, politicians, all types of people, man. If you're making some noise out here, we definitely have had you on the show, or we're looking to have you on the show. So that's definitely the platform right there. And it was really, the lane was open for that. Besides for me, myself and QT doing it, DJ Be Easy does it, but that's still family, that's still the team. So the lane was open, and we just jumped in the lane. Now there's like a lot of people doing it, and I'm happy to see that. I'm grateful to be a part of that, honestly. Oh man, Swag TV, man. Swag TV, that was a show we started. Pimp, shouts out to Bobby, Free Bobby. Um, my guy LeRae and myself, we started Swag TV. And that was the show with pretty much the same premise. We had but it was a countdown show, kind of like 106 in Park. And Dane, shouts out to Dane, the engineer, the super engineer, grind hard too. You know what I'm saying? And we had local artists come through there, local entrepreneurs come through there and stuff like that. Um, those was good times, man. You taking me back. You just gave me a flashback, man. Swag TV. They still Level Up TV. That's what it transformed into. So shouts out to them, man.
So how important is it for platforms like Level TV, Swag TV, and what you do on Titanium Radio? How important is it for you guys to stay in tune with the streets and the talent that goes on, not necessarily in Hartford but in Connecticut? How important is that relationship between y'all and the talent in the streets?
Oh man, it's everything, man. I feel like without that relationship, like what do we really have? Um, I feel like that relationship is the cornerstone to building a culture. To building a scene out here, and that's a part of the goal. So I think that relationship is everything, man.
So where do you see Hartford and Hartford artists and what we doing as far as these podcasts and media outlets now that's about to start popping up and probably get even more deeper? Where do you see us as a city, let alone the state? Because I know the state collectively we can make noise, but
Mhm.
we're gonna start with home first.
Mhm.
Where do you see home going in the next, let's say, 2 to 3 years? Not even just 5, but the next 2 to 3 years. How do you see us going with this platforms that we've been using and using home artists and using home media outlets? Do you think we're going to go further, or do you think it's some kinks we need to work out?
I definitely think it's some kinks we need to work out. Um, been talking about this a lot with my business partners and stuff. Like we need a structure. We need more structure out here. I don't think we're lacking the talent at all. I just think we're lacking structure. We lacking vision. I think we got to think bigger. All of us collectively. I think we have to build each other up more. I think that you know um, I feel like we kind of straying away from the whole Hateford thing, but that feeling, is kind of an inside thing. Like if you're in the culture of hip hop in Hartford, then you kind of feel like, yeah, why would I hate on somebody else? But I don't think that feeling has connected to the majority of the city. You feel me? Yet. But hopefully in the next 2 or 3 years, maybe that will be the change. Hopefully that'll be a change, because that would be the biggest change. Is actually changing that stigma of, that we all haters out here. Because that really comes from a confidence thing. You know what I'm saying? So we all build each other up. And not on some corny shit, but on some legit shit. Like if you got some dope shit, I'm really checking for your shit. I'm really telling people about your shit. I'm not, hiding it from people and not sharing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dope. You know, I think that's a part of it. Huh. I would say like little kid parties, of course. The that they got like the least bit amount of like history, so you can only go back to maybe like 2010. You feel what I'm saying? The clubs, I feel like you could play a little bit of everything. I feel like that's more like, yeah, I'm gonna play 30 seconds of this, 45 seconds of this, 30 seconds of this, like bouncing around, trying to just hit the hooks, hit the big part of the records. You feel me? You might be on a mic a little bit more. Uh, Family functions though, it kind of gives you a chance to let the records breathe a little bit more, right? Because um, uh, Auntie Auntie 55 and she just can't get enough of Before I Let You Go, so she needs to hear the whole 5 minutes and 30 seconds of the song. Like if you cut off the record, she gonna come over to the DJ table. You know what I'm saying? So like the family function is like, it's more like anthems, like just big time records, and it's more like it gives you a chance to go back to like on some 70s shit, play some soul type of, some real cookout shit, some black music, you know what I'm saying? Feel good music. In the club, I feel like, last song type of vibes, you could get those in, but the family functions, that's what they did for. They had them big records. The R&B, definitely. The R&B is actually music. Like I'm a hip hop fiend, a rap head to the death of me, right? But like we were having a conversation off the air about top five, and we were talking about Biggie. Like the thing that put Biggie leaps and bounds above other rappers is because of the music he was rapping on. He was rapping on R&B breaks. He was rapping on Juicy. That's the reason why you could play Biggie at the family functions, because of the music that's behind him. He's rapping on the Isley Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Between the sheets. You know. So it's like, like the R&B, that soul music, that the music from the 70s, that's, to make the analogy of drugs, like that's like raw coke. You feel what I'm saying? Like anything that kind of came after the 70s and the early 80s, mid 80s, is kind of just like the crack. You know what I'm saying? So I think definitely R&B hit different. Requests. DJs hate requests, man. Even if it's a good request and it might not be that annoying, it's annoying because I was about to play that anyway. I swear to God, right? Like if it's a great request, sometimes like it might be on time. Like, yo, you could play this record, and you tap them like, look, I'm about to play that record. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but after years and years and years of requests, good or bad, that shit is annoying because like, yo, I know how to do this, man. You feel me? I know how to do this. Like, there's nothing wrong with like if you're doing an event and they got a certain like playlist of stuff they want you to play. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But man, if you're not paying for the request, man, you should be lucky to hear your request. You know. Man, shouts out to everybody that played a role in who B.Davis is, man. Like, shouts out to the supporters. Shouts out to the people that ever doubted me, that projected their doubt onto me and told me that I couldn't do something because they couldn't do it. Shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to everybody. Honestly, in the whole city, because that's what we do it for, man. Honestly, like, you know what I'm saying? Not to sound corny, but you trying to put us on. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make the city proud. And chatting with Chint, man. Shouts out to you. Thank you for having me. Hey, yo, this is a dope experience, man. The questions been on point. Took me back. Swag TV, doing your homework. Appreciate that, man. Great journalism.
All right.